shutdown is over, but the solution is only temporary. The bill is scheduled to provide about 3 weeks of funding for the government. President Trump claims the bill will fund the government until at least February 15th. That means that government workers aren't in the clear just yet. The next month should feature the same bartering and bickering between Democrat leaders and the president as the last month did. And at this juncture, President Trump has backed himself into a corner. His border wall for DACA compromise bill was shot down, and now he has to find a way to deliver on his signature campaign promise without causing more damage than he already has. The border wall was the president's loudest promise to his base, and with his approval rating hovering at 41%, that base may be all he has left. And in the meantime, he needs to broker a deal that will help him save face, a deal that Democrat legislators have no desire to meet him on. Call it a cynical calculation, but even though the Democrats can get protection for the Dreamers, they've found that too steep a price for giving Trump a victory on his signature issue, immigration.
All right, so quickly, what can you tell us about the public reaction on this? Excuse me.
Well, I think the poll numbers have been a little bit clear, and the big loser here is Nancy Pelosi. Her approval rating has dropped about 6 points over the last couple weeks, and her approval rating right now is about 19% more unfavorable than favorable. Trump, you would expect him to have kind of a big drop, but his numbers are so low that it's actually kind of difficult for him to have a big drop at this point. He's only dropped about 3 points in the last month or so.
You mentioned that the bill only funds the government for 3 weeks. Are we going to be going through the same thing again in 3 weeks, or is anything going to happen now to prevent another shutdown?
Yeah, there's a phrase Mitch McConnell likes to use a lot, which is that nothing is learned by the second kick of a mule. And it seems like that's where we are, because the Democrats went into this saying that there was going to be no wall funding. They haven't changed that, and that's his big stipulation. So the only thing where you could see a little wiggle room potentially is that they would have some kind of path to citizenship program in exchange for wall funding. But outside of that, it seems like it's going to be pretty difficult for much of anything to really get done here.
Well, that's